What do you want to talk about? As a certain gentleman would say, oh, what a wild week in WWE. So, of course, on Friday, after The Rock had managed to get Cody Rhodes to step aside and take over the spot in the main event at WrestleMania, the fans went crazy. We talked about a little bit last week that the We Want Cody hashtag was one of the top trends in Twitter for days. And the reaction had been swift from the WWE universe that we don't want The Rock and Roman. We want Cody Rhodes. They wanted Cody Rhodes to finish the story. Footage was coming in from all over the country at WWE shows that The Rock was getting booed. Anytime The Rock came up, a video was put up, don't want The Rock. Boos everywhere. You were seeing just vitriol towards The Rock. And it got announced on Friday that there was going to be this WWE kickoff press conference here at T-Mobile in Las Vegas. And it's weird because, WWE really tends to plan things out very meticulously for the most part. But they threw this thing together very, very fast. And obviously with the Super Bowl being here, a lot of press being here, a good opportunity if they want to do something to do it. And lo and behold, they did. And that conference kind of started off with Pat McAfee doing his show down on Radio Row. Had The Rock, who insulted many of the Cody fans. He was not happy with them and called them Cody crybabies. Tried to start a trend on Twitter and said they were doing bad things with chicken nuggets, which we cannot say on the air. Happen to like chicken nuggets. My daughter likes chicken nuggets. And for those of us out there that like Cody Rhodes and chicken nuggets, Dwayne, we can assure you that we are not doing bad things with chicken nuggets. And this was the start of this damage control campaign. And honestly, this is what it was. Because as the stories went out, and one guy who was really in the middle of this was Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful, who was reporting that even back in January, that this was part of The Rock's contract, that at minimum that he was supposed to wrestle a match as part of his stipulation for being on the board of TKO, which is the parent company of WWE. So The Rock apparently had decided that, we're going to wrestle Roman. This is going to be huge. And then after everything happened with Vince McMahon and then CM Punk getting hurt, the reports were out that Rock felt like, hey, this is it, man. Goes to Ari Emanuel, who is the man in charge of the TKO group, which oversees WWE and UFC now. Said, this is it, man. We're saving WrestleMania. Kind of taking on the godlike complex that he took on when he went and barreling into DC Comics studios. Instead of Black Adam just being a Shazam villain, it's like we're gonna center the bad guys around Black Adam, which turned out not to be such a good move. Well, so Cody still gets booked to win the Royal Rumble. Triple H, apparently, from what we are seeing from reports from Dave Meltzer and PWI Insider, or PW Insider, of course, that's the insider group for Pro Wrestling Illustrated, the longtime publication, that Triple H knew it. He still booked Cody Rhodes to win the Royal Rumble. So this was a very, shall we say, tricky situation for Mr. Johnson and WWE. And, we of course heard more reports that many people within the locker room and employees were shocked that this was going to happen, that they had been building this story for a very long time. And to all of a sudden see Cody was out was not a popular decision. And then the fans revolted too. And they were, a lot of people I think felt like, well, this will be okay. You know, everybody loves The Rock. So this will be all right. You know, we're going to have The Rock step in and he's going to be the head of the, take over, try to be the head of the table, and take over the family. But they did not anticipate that Cody had built up so much popularity. They did not. And all of a sudden, this backlash, they knew that that if they had taken this route, that The Rock was going to go into Philadelphia as supposedly being the good guy, it wasn't going to work. And I had even said this on Twitter as well when someone had brought it up. I said, if they go this way, The Rock is going to get booed out of Philadelphia. And Roman may end up actually being the good guy in this whole thing, but it could be a situation similar to what happened when Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg were both leaving and after their WrestleMania match, and they just got destroyed. And the Philadelphia crowd, after you denied them their Rocky story with Cody Rhodes, oh boy, not a good call. So obviously they made a pivot. And at this press conference, Seth Rollins came out and wanted to know what Cody was going to do, introduces Cody, and Roman comes out. Roman comes out and says, you lost your chance, Cody. You know, when you don't make a decision, other people are going to step in. And he says, I choose The Rock. Well, this was kind of a little logical flaw because it wasn't his choice to make. Cody won the Royal Rumble. It's his call. Well, then The Rock comes out. The Rock is, yep, this is going to be the great main event. And, you don't screw Cody Rhodes. And then the awesome graphic of the giant Lord of the Ringsy tree. If you didn't see this thing, it looked like it was something straight out of a Lord of the Rings chart that you would see with all the relations of everybody in the entire book, because it had all of the family from the Mayavias on down. Everybody that had participated in professional wrestling and is still in there on the board. It's in the bloodline at the bottom. So, he and Roman, did the handshake. And then Cody came out with uttering a profanity and said, no. I'm wrestling Roman. And then Roman insulted Dusty Rhodes. Cody insulted Peter Maivia. Rock slaps Cody, and off they go. And then, of course, Triple H came out on SmackDown and said, hey, just in case you forgot, Rock, I'm in charge. It's Roman and Cody. So that's where it stands right now. A very interesting situation with The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins, who apparently is going to get his opponent selected by the winner of the Elimination Chamber coming up here in a few weeks down in Australia. But wow, WWE is trying to save this situation. I think they did okay. We'll find out. But they are walking a very fine line right now, and they're going to have to watch it. But it will be entertaining to see if the most electrifying man in sports entertainment doesn't screw this up. Who knows? But I'm sure everybody's going to be watching. They've created some palace intrigue here. So we'll check it out, and we'll follow it here on the Mark Hoke Show for you.